Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. This is Salon's blog, and I'm welcoming in a very special way. Well. It is late night here in Southeast Asia, Malaysia to be precise, as you can see from the background. Yeah, but I still must come your way because there's so much coming up. Saturday is Chelsea, Sheffield United. Saturday is Chelsea, Sheffield United, and I'm believing and trusting in our team to recover from all the disappointment and come back stronger against Sheffield United. As a matter of fact, we need to win that game. Chelsea must win that game against Sheffield United. Otherwise, we'll be in a very big trouble. We will be in a very big trouble if we fail to win that match. Yes. Meanwhile, I am starting at this moment on the note of our captain. Reece James will be absent for the next 3 months, according to the reports we are receiving, or more, even. My dear friend, welcome to the channel anyway. Wherever you are in Africa, you are here in Asia, you are in Europe or Americas, I welcome you in a very special way. Yes, in a very special way, I'm welcoming you tonight because as it stands right now, I'm sorry about that call coming through. We need to be ready for the game. We can't have a break. But what is happening right now is an injury situation with our captain, Reece James. That there has been a constant desire from both Chelsea and Reece James to try and avoid having surgery. If they get any advice for surgery now, they will take it this time. So all these while that injuries have been happening to Reece James, about 7 hamstring injuries so far. There has been a constant desire from both Chelsea and Reece James to avoid surgery. Meanwhile, we know that surgery, provides more reliable solution. When you have the surgery, it make the injury situation, sometimes it doesn't reoccur. It's not 100% though, but it's still better than the normal treatment they be going for every time. One good example is N'Golo Kante. He was sidelined for over 4 months, but coming back now, he came back stronger, more fitter than ever before. And he's now playing regularly in UAE right now as we speak. So now, thank God, is that if they get any advice for surgery now, they will take it this time. I hope our captain will agree on the surgery this time around to put this injury situation to settle the matter once and for all. It's just a sacrifice for maybe 3 months or 4 months. You might miss the Euro, but you'll come back stronger. I believe so. All right, Italian journalist Fabio Santini claims Lukaku has accepted a lucrative offer from Saudi club for next season. He is on loan with Roma, and he is accepting another offer, similar to what happened whilst he was, the deal was ongoing between him and his agent and Inter Milan. You are under loan, and you are already agreeing a deal with a Saudi club. Lukaku, a flag back with Juve is difficult because he has already said yes to a millionaire proposal from Saudi Arabia. I say to Roma fans that at the end of the year, one thing is certain: Romelu will leave his AS Roma. At the end of the year, Romelu will leave it because he has already agreed a lucrative deal with a millionaire Saudi Arabia club. That is coming from Italian source, Fabio Santini, from Italian source, as we speak. If it's true, well, I just hope there will not be another trouble coming in at the end of the season. Yes, because the transfer window is not yet open. Whatever you are doing, agreeing to a deal should be private and secret. But for it to be coming open now, I hope that have no effect on him in the transfer market when the market finally opens. Quickly, we move on to Everton. I am bringing you other news before I go back to Chelsea, my dear friend. Yeah, to the whole of today, I've given you a lot of Chelsea news, right? Yeah, so this time around, permit me to deliver to you general news before we move to Everton, before we move to Chelsea, all right? Now we are on Everton. Everton are at risk of administration as potential owners, 777 partners, have been told there is no chance of their takeover being approved soon. And are set to stop funding the club, raising fears of a new point deduction, according to Matt Hughes. Right now, as we speak, if this is true, then Everton could be going to administration. Yeah. I'm sorry. If this is true, then Everton could be going into administration, and they might face further point deduction. You know, sometimes when trouble wants to come your way, it comes from every angle and hits you from different angles. If you're not very careful, you collapse. That is what is happening to Everton right now. Yeah, their partners, new owners, 777 partners, have been told there is no chance of their takeover being approved soon. So if this is true, then Everton could be going into administration. Everton are at risk of administration, as potential new owners have been told there is no chance of their takeover being approved soon. Well, my dear friend. Yeah. Oh, my goodness, I am going to be enjoying tonight's weather. It just started to rain here behind me. You might not see it clearly right now. Yeah. All right, to the other news. I want to go to now Champions League football. I've not spoken about this, but I want to go into that now. Yes. The group stages were all played and it concluded. The group stages. Now there are about 16 teams that remain. 16 teams, and they are into two different groups, Pot 1 and Pot 2. Champions League round of 16 group, Pot 1 and Pot 2. I will quickly go into Pot 1. Yes, I will quickly go into Pot 1 with you, and I'll go into Pot 2. Then you know which clubs are going to be facing who in the next round of the Champions League. Pot 1 include Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund, Arsenal, Manchester City, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Real Sociedad, Atletico Madrid. 8 teams in Pot 1. 8 teams in Pot 1. And when we come to Pot 2, PSG, Inter Milan, Lazio, Napoli, Porto, RB Leipzig, Copenhagen, and PSV Eindhoven. That is in Pot 2. So any of these clubs in Pot 2 will be facing any of the clubs in Pot 1. I heard the coach of Lazio, Maurizio Sarri, talking about he wished that his club could face Barcelona. He said he has never faced Barcelona before as a coach. So he wished that his club, which is Lazio, could face Barcelona in Pot 1. Well, if wishes were horses, everyone could ride it. But let's hope and see. Your luck may shine. You may just get what you wish for. Yeah, he may just get what he wished for. So let's wait and see what happens next from there. All right, now we move to Manchester United. Sir Jim Ratcliffe has already met with Graham Potter about replacing Eric Ten Hag at Manchester United. Ratcliffe favors him as a new boss at Old Trafford if he sacks Ten Hag. My goodness. And the question is, Graham Potter himself, does he really know what he wants? The situation at Manchester United right now, personally, I think that it is too much for Graham Potter to manage. The situation at Manchester United right now, if this is true, that Sir Jim Ratcliffe has already met with Graham Potter about he replacing Eric Ten Hag at Manchester United. And hey, by the way, their next game is, I think, it's against Liverpool. A loss against Liverpool in the next game will be a disaster for Eric Ten Hag. And if Graham Potter is to take over from Eric Ten Hag in Manchester United, then we are yet to see the worst disaster in footballing. Because I don't think Graham Potter can manage Manchester United in the condition they are right now. The situation they have right now at hand, I'm not too sure. But we wait to see. We wait to see. Yes, we wait to see. Finally, let me end by saying Michael Hamilton was a ball boy for Manchester City in 2017, receiving some instructions from Pep during game versus Crystal Palace, as you can see the picture there. Tonight, which was yesterday, 2003 born striker scores on his senior debut in Champions League under Pep. He was a ball boy in 2003. Sorry, in 2017, he was a ball boy. Picking ball by the side, ball boy by the side. Yet last night game, he became the same striker for Manchester City. He was a ball boy in Manchester City. Yesterday, last night game, he was the striker, that scored a goal for Manchester City in last night game in Champions League. Under the same coach, Pep Guardiola. My dear friend, what does that mean to you? Never you underrate any job at any time. The same company that you are a cleaner today, if you can persevere and you can understudy something, you can learn something, tomorrow you might come back as the CEO of that same company. On that note, I shall be back with more Chelsea exclusives. I'll see you in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.